Welcome, dear listener. Take a deep breath. Wherever you are, maybe sitting by your window or lying down after a long day, let your mind rest for a while. This is your quiet moment. Today's story is about something we all search for: the power to control our mind. Not to fight it, not to silence it, but to understand it. And through that understanding, find peace. This is a gentle tale about honesty, discipline, and the silent strength that grows when your heart and mind walk together. So Lian began his quiet practice. Each morning before sunrise, he sat under the old fig tree behind his home. He would close his eyes, breathe deeply, and whisper to himself, "Today, I will be honest with myself. Today, I will do one small thing with discipline." At first, his thoughts scattered like birds. He felt lazy, distracted, uncertain. But the monk's words echoed softly, "Guide your mind, don't fight it." So, instead of forcing silence, Lian began to listen. He listened to his fears. He listened to his excuses. He listened to his own voice and slowly began to understand it. And through that understanding came honesty. When he was tired, he admitted it. When he was wrong, he accepted it. When he succeeded, he stayed humble. Each act of truth watered the small seed in the clay pot and in his heart. Long ago, in a small valley surrounded by soft green hills, there lived a young man named Lian. He was bright, full of energy, and full of dreams. Yet his life felt heavy. Every morning, he made promises to himself. He would wake early, work hard, and do what was right. But every evening, those promises faded like smoke in the wind. Lian often thought, "Why is it so hard to do what I know I should do?" His mind was like a restless bird fluttering, never still. One day, a quiet monk came to their village. His name was Elder Samu, a man whose eyes carried both the calm of a river and the depth of the ocean. When Lian met him, he asked, "Master, I know what is right, but I don't follow it. My thoughts pull me in every direction. How do I control my mind?" The monk smiled gently. "My son," he said, "you do not control the mind. You guide it as a gardener guides a growing tree." He handed Lian a small clay pot. "Inside this pot," he said, "plant one seed every morning, a seed of honesty, and water it every night with discipline. Then wait and see what grows." One afternoon, a traveling merchant stopped by Lian's home. He needed someone trustworthy to deliver a bag of silver coins to the monastery on the other side of the hill. He looked at Lian and said, "I've heard you are an honest young man. Would you do this for me?" Lian bowed and agreed. The path was long, and the sun was hot. Halfway through, his mind whispered again, "No one will know if you take just one coin." Just one. He stopped walking. The temptation shimmered like heat on the road. But then he took a deep breath and remembered the monk's teaching: when your mind tempts you, don't fight the thought. Watch it, let it pass. So Lian sat down beneath a tree, placed the bag beside him, and simply breathed. The desire slowly faded. He smiled softly, tied the pouch again, and continued walking. When he reached the monastery, the monk there counted every coin. "All 10 are here," he said. Then he looked up and smiled. "But more valuable than these coins is what you brought within you." Lian bowed his head, understanding for the first time that true control of the mind is not about suppression, but about awareness, honesty, and gentle discipline. Years passed, and Lian became known in his village not for his wealth or cleverness, but for his calmness. When storms came, he stayed steady. When others argued, he listened. His peace became his strength, silent but powerful. One evening, as the sun painted the fields in gold, Elder Samu returned. He saw Lian sitting quietly by the same fig tree. The once empty pot now held a small blooming plant. The old monk smiled. "Your garden has grown," Lian nodded. "Yes, master, I still tend to it every day. But now I understand the mind is not a beast to be tamed. It is a garden to be cared for." The monk placed a hand on his shoulder and whispered, "And that is the real power, the power of a disciplined and honest mind." So, dear listener, maybe you too have days when your thoughts feel heavy, or your promises fade before the evening comes. Remember Lian's story. You don't need to win against your mind. You only need to listen, be honest, and practice small discipline every day. Your peace will come quietly, not in a rush, but like a seed growing under morning light. And when you begin to care for that garden inside you, life becomes softer, calmer, more alive. If this story brought you peace or helped you reflect for a moment, please take a second to subscribe, share, and spread this calmness to others. Because every story we share plants another seed in another heart. Thank you for listening to Wordy Tales. May your thoughts be gentle, your actions honest, and your heart forever steady.